Let's get into it. It's crime o'clock, yeah, feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick-tock, won't stop, let the facts talk. Pull up real close, yeah, it's crime o'clock. Clock, clock, yeah. Typically new, neon signs glow, brick wall behind me. Headlines loud, but they never define me. They rush the story, skip the proof. I slow it down, let it show the truth. Files on deck, read every line. Timestamps matter, so does time. If it don't fit, I don't force the frame. Ask one question, whole story change. No fear my voice, no need to shout. Paper speaks when you read it out. If the math's off, I'll circle twice. Truth ain't loud, but it ain't nice. Yeah. Read it again. It's crime o'clock, yeah. Feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick tock, won't stop. Let the facts talk. Pull up real close, yeah. It's crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock. Read it again. They sell a narrative if I sell receipts. Courtroom quiet, but the pages speak. Word for word, no added spin. Let it stand, yeah, let that sink in. Screenshot save, timelines tight. Missing pieces keep me up at night. If they say alleged, I say why. If they say case closed, I say try. No rush here, we do it right. Truth don't bend for the likes of hype. If you came for noise, you're in the wrong spot. This is evidence, this is crime o'clock. Clock, clock, clock. Stay with me. This isn't background noise. This is pattern recognition. This is documents. This is crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock, yeah. Feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick tock, won't stop. Let the facts talk. Say it with me now. Crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock. Typically unique. It's crime o'clock. Yeah. If you're here, you're early. If you're listening, you're paying attention. Show starts now.
Welcome back to Crime O'Clock on Typically Unique. Hello, everybody. It is Bomb Drop Thursday, it seems like. Oh my goodness, in more ways than one. So Lena was reading a document, and let me know in the chat. I did not see what document she was reading, but it was about the DNA. Oh my God, I just heard her read a line that said, not Brian Koberger's, or didn't match Brian Koberger's, or something to that effect. And I was like, ooh, I am going to have to dive into that document. Sorry, I'm moving around. I have to put something on my feet. They're chilly. So many bombs. So today, I just wanted to review some of the key information that we got from Caleb Jacobsen, and our peep coop over here, man, is deep diving who these people are. We are identifying people. So some for sure, some we have good leads on. I heard when Lana was reading that document, the initials JS. We know who that is. And then I heard AV. Like, let me know in the chat. Who do you think is AV? We got to get on that because I didn't. That's not familiar to me. But, and then we're just going to have some discussion today. So, you know who I have to bring up with me? Maybe. There he is.
Good afternoon.
Hello. I know. I was going to say good morning. Whenever I get on here, I'm like, good morning.
No, it's a little past that. How are you today?
It's noon. I am good, but I was saying there were bombs dropped today in more ways than one. And the other one is the smoke bomb that has landed in Northeast Ohio, you guys.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. You can't even go outside. They said it's level maroon, which is hazardous levels to us. So they're telling people not to go outside for more than 5 minutes at a time. At least around here.
Oh, yeah. Like, and I'm right up on the lake. It's really bad because it's coming right across the lake.
Yeah.
And usually I'm like, oh, screw that. I'm going outside anyways. And this has happened for at least 3 summers in a row.
Yep.
And I've never, I've just gone outside anyways, but I'm not today. It's that bad. It's that bad.
You can taste it when you go out there. It was that bad this morning. I went outside on a porch and it's yellow. We were just talking about this yesterday with Moto. It's yellow, and I went to breathe in, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's really bad! Like it's down the road from us or something."
Yep. Yeah. It's literally it. You can smell it's like a forest fire, like right next to you. That's what it smells like.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, guys. It's anybody that's in that region up there, I feel bad for, because if we're getting that here,
I
good
can't
Lord,
imagine. Yeah.
no.
Yeah. And I'm mad because it's ruining my summer. Like it could be a hot, sunny day today and you wouldn't know it because the sky is just smoke.
Yeah, it looks like it's burning down the road from us, literally.
Yeah.
They said we're under that air quality thing till midnight tonight. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow, I think, which is supposed to dissipate the smoke, but we'll see.
I hope. I feel bad for like the little birdies out there and stuff like that. The animals.
Well, I don't like sending my dog out there.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't get my cat to come in the house, but he hides in places, so hopefully he's staying away from it.
Right. Let me know in the chat if you are encountering that lovely Canadian smoke. Code red. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Maroon.
Yeah, we're beyond red. We're maroon. Like the color of my shirt.
Yep. They said maroon, and it's rare. They said that it gets this bad, and I'm thinking, oh, that's just great. So,
Yep. Before we get into Idaho real quick, I covered the Nolan Wells case earlier this week. You familiar?
I am. I was here for it, and I looked into it too. Yes, ma'am.
I was trying to find updates, and there wasn't anything that I saw major. They're still waiting for autopsy results, I think, which was interesting because there are a lot of small creator channels covering it, and all of their headlines were autopsy. And I'm like, why are they talking about autopsy, but all the major news is saying it's not out?
Right.
So waiting for that. I think they're speculating. I think there's rumors out there. One of the rumors was like way different damage to the body than just drowning.
Yeah.
So waiting to confirm that. And yeah, like that's there's not really any updates yet for that. So keeping an eye on it. And we both covered let's go back to Lana for a minute. Did you listen to any of her this morning?
No, I didn't get a chance to.
And I asked in the chat and I forgot to look at your answers, you guys. Let me see who's here real quick. Wendy, hello. Aurora Rain, hello. You had yellow where you're at, Buffalo. Yeah, I heard it's coming. Is it coming from over by Fargo? Like to the west?
That's my understanding, yeah.
Yeah, so Buffalo would be more, yeah. Probably dissipating more from that. J-Bean, Gen 7S, hello. Saluther 75, the Leah Larkin report. Thank you. You probably sent it to me, and I'm like so overwhelmed with things to look at. We all are, I'm sure. Northeast East Pennsylvania. It's kind of bad here. Gina P. Hello, Gina P. Blue-eyed butterfly. Look, all the way to Long Island. Pretty bad.
I'm not surprised. Anywhere in upstate New York and anywhere, I'm sure it's bad. If we're getting, well, again, we're right on the other side of the lake. So,
Yep. Carol B, you're from Smoky, Michigan. I can imagine.
yeah, it's bad. Hopefully that expires like when they say it's supposed to and it dissipates because it's horrible.
Dig the past. You guys have a different fire in Cape Hatteras, North Carolina.
Mhm.
Wow.
There's some going on there, and where Jesse's at in Minnesota as well.
Wow.
It's this stupid heat wave that we had, and then the 4th of July, and all them fun things are going on, and there's no a lot of rain, and there hasn't been a lot of rain in a lot of places and things to keep things damp, so not
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, it's been dry, which I don't mind, but not good for this, apparently. Steven, you're saying your skies, excuse me, are gray, but the air is still blue. Smoke is so bad. It's coming into your house. Oh my God.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not at all. You need to if you have one of those stoves, you need to pack that. If you're not using it because it's hot out, you shouldn't be. Pack the cylinder so that it doesn't come through the ventilation, and you might be able to shut that down.
Oh yeah, like I have a fireplace and it has a, what do they call it, a flue or something?
Yeah.
You can open it and close it. If you don't have that, I don't know. I just have
Right.
towels or something up there. I don't know.
That's it. Just pack the flue. Well, she calls it the flue, but with yours, if it's a wood stove, it's probably a cylinder. Pack that so that nothing can come down through it. Just don't forget you did it because you don't want to start a house fire later on.
Yeah, right. Not a cylinder with a triangle, I hope.
No. Definitely not.
Oh,
Probably
my God.
just a stovepipe is what I would imagine. If you pack that or close the vents on it, if you can. Some are different. The one in my garage, you can close the vents on it, but
Yeah.
keep it out of your house if possible. And if you have it in your house, then you need to. My chimney is closed up. The smoke's coming through the windows and vents. Well, you got to close your windows, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
And your vents, if you can close your vents, do that as well. And then turn fans on if you have them to circulate it throughout the house. That way you're not just sitting in the midst of it and it's just, sitting right there.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
See. Hello, Sweet Pea. Hello, Superman's grandma. Northern Michigan. I could not imagine. William Tardy, good to see you. Marsh fires. That seems like a contradiction because a marsh is supposed to be wet, right?
But they give off gases, so
Oh, and they can dry out, I guess.
they can if there's no rain for sure.
Yep. Song of the Siren, Jenna. Hello. Not in Texas. Yeah. More and more reason for Kim to move south.
Yeah, but when you move to Texas, you're moving to hell. So you're either moving from this to that, from that to this. So
I know. There's
one thing or another.
yes, always going to be something. Hello, Accomplished Day. Accomplished Day is doing so much with organizing data in her spreadsheets, and it's amazing. Hey, Mike.
Hey,
Good to
Poppy.
see you. Pretty much Finland and Becca. Hello. Kiss Me. Hello. You were cracking me up yesterday with your hip hop songs. Oh, and by the way, I cannot play the Quad City DJs train.
Did you get hit?
Yep.
I've been getting warned for mine too, so I'm gonna have to change that. And I got warned for playing the thing we talked about last night. But we can still play it, but it's just a warning. So
yeah, I'm gonna play it. I don't care. I'm gonna do it at the end. At the end, though. Lady Speedwell, good to see you. Mama. Hello.
Mikey.
Yep, Mikey Mike.
I'm
Margaret.
excited. Are you excited tomorrow? We got Mr. Pavarotti joining us tomorrow evening.
So excited. And that thumbnail you made is, oh my God, that is fire.
Mikey reminded me because we made that joke about we should all wear beanies and sunglasses, and then I was like, hold on, and I went and hurried up and fixed it. Good old AI, and there it is. And I'm gonna wear a pair of sunglasses.
Yeah.
And a beanie.
Yeah, we got to do it. It's hilarious.
Just show them respect. We respect you, brother. So
yeah. Miss Dixon, hello. All right, everybody. So pulling up my projector real quick, and we can just talk through this stuff.
I saw that, Aurora.
What?
She said, look up pictures of Niagara Falls yesterday. It looked apocalyptic. It did. It was freaking me out a little bit. It's like, good God, it's like the end of the world.
Oh, let me look. Whoops.
Yeah, I'm sorry for all of you guys that are like we're dealing with what we're dealing with, but you guys that are in like the middle of it, I'm really sorry.
Oh my goodness.
You see? It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. That's horrible.
Yeah. That's not even what I saw. It was just like, wow, how are you guys even like dealing with this stuff, It's insane.
Yellow.
It is wild. And you take it for granted when you look. I mean, we've seen hazy, foggy days, but like this, no. This is the same shit we saw 3 years ago. And it was like, remember when the sky was orange, Kim?
Yeah.
It was the last time Canada was on fire.
Oh my God. People are out there watching it. Oh, you guys can't see it here.
Yeah, I can.
People are out there. Ugh.
Just standing there breathing it in.
Ugh.
It's wild. It really is. And it's sad because underneath all that, the sky is blue and beautiful and sun shining, but you can't tell.
It does look, like
post-apocalyptic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. There's a show out about that, Paradise. Have you watched that? Anybody watch Paradise?
No, I don't think so.
It's about something happening to the earth. You don't know what until like I think the second season. But they build an underground city.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Like who gets to go in and live there, and then it's got many different storylines, but it's really good. Really
just like what's really going to happen here, because all the people that have money are building their underground bunkers and all the places, and they'll all get to go live there, and we'll be stuck out here like, hi.
But people did survive outside. Spoiler. Not many, but maybe it's a good show to watch just to get some ideas.
I was gonna say, human beings have the ability to adapt to everything unless you just can't, and they always have if you think about it. So I'm sure there'll be ways to adapt to things. We're very smart and resourceful people. So
yep. Deborah Ackland, hello, says her friend just got back yesterday from 5 days in Niagara Falls and is sick. Yep.
I'm sure. It's going to cause a lot of respiratory problems for people that, especially if you already have a pre-existing respiratory issue. It will cause many problems.
Yes, and I am susceptible to sinus infections. So
Same here.
Worried about that too. So, but I still have tons of masks.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. Throw a mask on if nothing else, and it'll at least filter some of that out,
Yeah. Those are coming in handy because I told you we have dirt track race cars now. And so they're doing a lot of sanding and stuff like that. And so they're like, do you have masks? I'm like, yep, here you go.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, I see. Jesse's having her, and where she's at too, I heard. And she just said that the National Guard is rescuing people up north in the boundary wall. That's wild.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what, Wisconsin? Yeah.
Minnesota.
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 Yeah. That's crazy. I just
Well,
heard,
stay safe, Jess. I hope anybody out there that's dealing with any of this is staying safe.
yes, please, please, please. Stay inside if you can. Hi, Doc J.
Anybody that's in the Ohio region, we got till midnight with fingers crossed this rain will dissipate it and it'll all tamper it down and we'll be okay. But Moto works out in this shit all day long. So you need to take your breaks and mask up or whatever you got to do, Moto. Keep yourself safe, bro.
Yeah, you should be getting like a official, what do they call it? Gas mask. Get a gas.
Respirator, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Karmic, dirt track racing. I will show some videos whenever we get those cars. Like the other day, I was out back in my yard and they're working in the driveway, and all of a sudden I heard this like screaming and yelling, like celebrating, and it was because they got the car to start.
Nice. Is Carlos driving or is he just like the pit manager and
He's
stuff?
managing them right now. So it's my daughter, her girlfriend, and my nephew, and they're all in their late 20s. So mid to late 20s. So
Gotcha.
I think he wants to, but we'll see. Yeah. All right. Let me get this going. So I was asking in the chat earlier, one of the initials. Oh, so I was telling you about Lana. So I heard her talking about, she is on a mission, man, about Bethany's laptop.
Yes, she is.
And, you know, she always hints to things. So I'm wondering if she knows already or.
I think, she does know something that she was talking about. So I think so. I'll say I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, she's absolutely right. You are not going to college in 2022 without a laptop.
No. If you do, then shame on you.
Yeah. Hey, Lori. You need to stay inside, Lori. She's in my town. Stay inside, girl. Wear a mask.
Please.
If you need some masks, I'll bring them to you. She's really susceptible to the smoke. So.
Oh yeah, a lot of us are, unfortunately. We have a stack of the N95s that has the little filter on the outside of it. We have a bunch of those because my wife, working in the medical field, we had a ton of them, and then we just didn't use them. So.
Yep. And then she was talking about the DNA, and that Leah Larkin report. I'm gonna have to read that tonight and dig through it, but she, just like Ray, direct, showed, everything she had, says exactly what her opinion is, which is, flat out said, not Brian Kohberger. Like it seemed very exculpatory, and she's pointing it out from everything from, I think, chain of custody of things, who had what when. I don't know.
It's coming down to the line, Kim, and I think it's going to come out at some point without fail that this is not the person that did this, and at some point it's not going to be denied. It's going to be undeniable. So. Yeah, the Leah Larkin document, I'm looking at it now again. I scanned it the other day, and it's interesting for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The genetic genealogy part of it is very interesting, and it kind of basically states what I thought, so.
I heard her say another comment that it does nothing matched his mother.
Nope. There were no markers whatsoever. So, you would imagine that if it's him, his mother's DNA is within Brian. It takes both to create the child, okay? So it has to have his mother's DNA there, in my opinion. If nothing lines up with her, then that's not his DNA, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You
Eventually,
know,
you have to bring those two trees together. Eventually, even if you're on the dad's tree, you should eventually
yes,
get to the mom also.
that has to be if it's Brian's DNA on that sheath, which I've never believed it, honestly. Um, there would have to be some of his mother's markers within that DNA, and there are none. So at that point, that's not him. I mean, that's the only way I can look at it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Blue-eyed butterfly, thank you. Thank you, Kim, for all your hard work. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. We're all putting in hard work. It's a team.
She's very sweet.
Dago's team, our team, everybody. Huge community.
We are heading towards the finish line too. Hopefully, I hope.
agree with you. I agree with you. Like it is getting if
It's like at some point it's going to be undeniable, and anybody that looks at it and still says, "Nope, it's him." Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay. Go to see the doc. Go to the doctor. Get your head checked.
Let me do a thank you.
Yeah, wait a minute. Get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big step off.
That one's my favorite one.
Me too.
I love it.
I told my daughter I use that. She's like, she thinks I'm crazy.
I've never heard. I know where the background music came from, where they sampled it, but the duck seems to kind of dance in unison. I think it's cute.
And I don't do them together. Like all I did was go into Canva with the picture of the peep, and I said, make it. What did I say? I said 90s hip hop, or I don't know if I put crip walk and two step, 90s hip hop style. And that's what it did. And I don't have I just do a video with no audio when I make the peep, and then I just add the sound to it. So if it matches, it matches. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's still fun.
It's funny because, like, when I made the couple of songs that I made, I used a 90s hip hop bass background for like Jeffy Lube, that song, and another one I did, Dirty Santa, I think. And everybody was like, "Oh my God, it sounds like stuff we used to listen to back in the day." So yeah.
Yeah. Dirty Santa, Jeffy.
Picked it up. Yes. Jeffy Lube and Dirty Santa.
That's funny. Hey, Michelle.
I use the same 90s hip hop for both of those.
I love it. It's like the best.
It was. Yes.
Best groove.
Still is.
I think.
Still is.
Best grooves. 5 unique peeps. Thank you, Sleuther. Let me see who got those. Did I tell you I'm doing the YouTube boot camp for memberships? I don't know if I'm going to regret this or not.
How does that work?
So it was just offered, and I'm like, well, let me try it. So I have to join a video meeting and listen. It's like an introduction thing. They're just gonna I'm hoping they're just gonna like explain memberships and like give ideas and stuff like that. And then they have like they want you to post a members only video. They do want you to do that, and then I might get a t-shirt or something. I don't know.
Well, that's cool. I didn't even know that was being offered.
I like to learn, though. I like to learn. I have to tell you the next time I stumble across something like that. Sorry.
Good. Oh, no. Sounds good.
All right. Who got those? Oh, these long names. Drift into Light, Angela Simmons. Rock Wilson. Best Nana 66. Eve Popula. Was that 5? Welcome to the coop, you guys. Welcome to the coop. Some peeps in the chat. Put some peeps in the chat.
Peeps in the chat.
There's some peeps in the chat.
Yeah, wait a minute. Get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big step off.
All right.
Cracks me up.
All right, let me show you what I have for today. I want to share a window. There we go.
This Carol.
Okay. Nothing major, but there it is.
Peeps in the chat. Big peeps in the chat.
You know what the real song to that is?
Yes, I do, but it's stuck in my head that way now.
Yeah, I know. All right. Oh, comments? Where's my
I bet you
comment?
feel like you're back in teaching again when you put all this stuff up like this, don't you?
I do. Little different, different, but similar.
Right.
Ooh, good question, Carol. It's so obvious he didn't do it. Do you believe BK is really is in jail? And thank you for that, Carol.
Great question.
What do you think?
I definitely tell you I question it. I want to think that he is, but I question it. I'm sorry. I can't not question it. So
I feel the same way. I won't speculate on that a lot. I don't like to be, go down that path, but I think it's quite curious that they found it necessary to put out a video of Brian Koberger in the prison cell.
that's why, yeah, which I've never seen before. I've never seen done before like that. So it's almost like they were like, here he is. He's in jail. See him, on purpose.
Yes. And then the whole Tan Brian thing.
Right. That was definitely weird.
So if you guys don't know, like we were watching these hearings and there was quite a bit of time when they didn't have hearings and then all of a sudden they had one and Brian showed up with like a tan.
Yeah. He went from being ghosty white to nice and bronze. And I was like, I think all of us were kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
He had a fade haircut and he was trimmed up nice and neat, had a tan. I'm like, dude, are you going to like the Keys or are you going to prison? What the hell's going on here?
Yes. So, I mean, speculate away on that because.
And it was summertime in the period of time that he was going into these hearings. So I understand they get yard time, but according to my understanding, he wasn't getting it, but like maybe an hour a day. So how are you getting all tanned up like that for an hour a day, bro?
Well, right. And especially in Idaho.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Very good point.
Thank you, Labs. 5 more. That's amazing. We are just building up the community over here. But why can't I find? Oh, there we go. That's Luther. Welcome in, new peeps. Mama J. Yoli. I know Yoli listens sometimes. Hey, Yoli. And Beatsy, Hoffmaster, Julie Hughes, 1K Leanne. Oh no, you already are a member. Whoops. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome.
Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Everybody drunk out on the dance floor. Baby girl ass jiggle like she want more.
Good call, Moto. Good call.
Moto Man. What do we got here? What does it say?
BK's prison is J Epstein's island.
Hidden away somewhere. Jeesh. You never know. I mean, especially well, I don't know. How would that work? So let's just speculate for a minute because a lot of people think if he's like law enforcement, right? They would, it's a fake setup then? Like it's fake, like they're so then law enforcement would be pretending that they arrested somebody, but they really didn't. Is that a lot of people think they were buying time because of that big bus that you showed?
Yeah. That's where a lot of theories came in for. and it would make some sense.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of theories thrown at me about Brian being in prison. One, of course, that he's not there at all, that he's staying at the Hilton somewhere, but it, people would see him. I mean, and you can't hide out like that permanently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're free. One of the other theories I got was that he's in a country club type prison, not where they said he was, and that he's, basically living in college campus atmosphere with anything he needs. But I don't know, guys. I'm not saying I believe any of that. I'm just saying, like, I get it. There have been situations where that's happened. So,
Oh, I know, Moto. I know you're just messing around. I've just heard, like, and I don't like to go down that, but this case is so crazy.
it is.
And the reason is because I'm like, if we're seeing so much evidence that it's not him, all the evidence not leading to him, the police could have seen it that way. They could have, but they chose not to. And they chose not to, they made a lot of decisions like not testing blood and different things in the house and the cars and everything they're saying is Brian. They
Yeah.
percent could have taken it a different way and identified I feel the real people.
Yeah.
So why not do that?
Right. Right. I agree with you.
And then that's what leads you to that. Yeah. But I know Moto we like to be funny over here. And thank you for
Absolutely.
that donation. I'm going to be using donations to pay for the FOIA requests that we have. Oh, and speaking of that, so that one is for Maddie's ex. Okay. And we think the name is John Exene or something like that.
Exene, yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
Never heard of it before yesterday.
We think we have a photo of him with, let me see if I can find it, of him with Maddie in Hawaii. But that would have been so long ago.
Like 7 years ago, I think we figured out.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like that long ago. But it said in the report he was a person of interest. But someone that I'm like, someone that long ago, like high school? I don't know. That's so then I'm wondering, did he go to the university? Does anybody know that?
I don't know. No, But also, if somebody has an obsession with somebody else, it doesn't matter how long it's been. It could have still been going on and nobody knew about it. You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm scrolling through these photos. If anybody has immediate access to it, I should check the drive. What did I say I was looking for? I was looking for John.
The Hawaii picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. SRB. Look at the Tepe's case.
Oh, I found it. I found it. All right. Take that down. So yeah, it would be interesting to do some digging for if he was a college student. Was he in a frat?
Right.
I can't make it any bigger. Hard to see him. But let me see. What can I do with this to make it bigger? Oh wait, it said jump to present. There we go. A little bit bigger. So they did remember didn't she take a Hawaii trip with Kaylee's family?
Yes, ma'am. I think Decor went on that too.
Oh, so this is December 8th, 2018. 2018, Honolulu, Hawaii. So can't really see him too clearly, but I don't know. So hopefully we're going to find out who that is and what they have to say about her. And then the other thing that I put in for was, remember we read that document about Kaylee doing the it wasn't her student teaching, but it's like a field experience where they'll place you into a classroom and like you
Yeah.
come in and you do, and like it looked like something fishy happened with that
Right.
teacher she got placed with. So I requested that and they came back and I only have to pay a duplication fee,
That's good.
which is amazing.
Right.
But I don't think anybody that we know put in for it. So it's quite, I'm like, I wonder who requested that. So
Good
but
call.
that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Thank you, Moto, again for that donation.
I appreciate you. Thank you, 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 thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so we got some tidbits out of Caleb.
That is for sure. That is for sure.
And I have some questions that I think we can talk about.
Yeah, we were definitely talking about those last night on Crimes After Dark. There were some interesting things said.
Oh, good. I'll be curious to. I told you I was in and out last night.
Right.
I need to see this. Okay, so he was a Phi Delta Theta, and that's that fraternity that got in that fight with Austin Dawson.
Yes, ma'am.
Interesting. I have a little clip about that too. And no matter who started that fight, I just want to clarify, beating somebody or throwing them down to the ground so bad that they get like some brain damage or whatever happened to him, more than a concussion. I mean, and
he died on the way to the hospital.
Yeah, like that bad. Like that's there. And then Caleb saying that there's fighting. I'm just surprised that this fraternity is as rough as things that I've heard about them.
Yeah, agreed.
So Caleb Jacobsen was on the executive board, and he was in charge of the social. He was the social chair. So he's planning all the parties. We learned Hunter Johnson's his cousin and his room. Well, no. Do you think it was Hunter he was talking about being his cousin?
That's what I've gathered from it too. Multiple times it was stated, and everybody was listening, and everybody at the end came out to see the same thing, that Hunter J is his cousin as well as his roommate. He died, but they brought him back. He's safe and sound at home now. Kiss me. But he was in bad shape. He was on a respirator and everything in the hospital and in a coma and all that. And then he came out of everything okay. Yeah, I think that's how I took it, that he's his cousin.
Yes. Well, I know we all inferred that, but I think if you go back and listen to the video, it's not clear. He just says, I lived with my cousin. I mean, it could be Maddie Thornton. It could be Jordan Burkhart. I don't know, unless somebody has found something online that shows that they're family members. I haven't gone that far with it yet. So to me, I think it's a possibility that Hunter's his cousin. But we got to prove that. We learned that, so I wasn't sure where Hunter lived. I thought he lived with Emily for a long time.
He was going back and forth from what I gathered.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but I didn't. And so first I thought he lived with Emily, and then I'm like, okay, he has his own apartment somewhere. Where's his apartment? So we finally, G Bean, do you have something to show like that we know that they're cousins? That's what I'm trying to. He has an Instagram photo that states Hunter is his cousin. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Accomplished Day.
And also, what was his name? What was it? What's Josie Lauteran's boyfriend's name again?
Lyndon Beck.
Lyndon himself stated in his interview, I don't know if it was a slip up or what it was, but he said, yeah, he was here sleeping, and then said, well, I don't know if he was at his apartment or if he was here. So that was proof in a sense to me that Hunter had his own apartment as well. So I think he goes back and forth to wherever, he chooses for that point. Probably stayed more with her than anything, but which I get.
Right. And now we know that it was right below Emily's.
Yeah, right.
So, Senor, you said it's 621 Taylor apartment 1. I did think I heard him say 1. So
Yes.
I didn't know if it was 101 or something like that. Accomplished Day is telling me it's in Discord. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. There's so much in Discord. We're trying to throw it all in organized folders in a drive because
That's what we had to do. We have
just resent it. Okay, good. Thank you. Jump to present. Okay. Oh, yeah, I saw that photo. Oh, my God. We do have to show this because it's hilarious. Look at this. I don't know. I just thought the shorts were funny.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Is this? Where does it say?
Is he carrying a purse?
Maybe that's not the right. Those are those. It's like the new fanny pack.
Okay.
Chest instead of across your waist, but I don't know. So there's Jordan Burkhart. So he's the 4th roommate. So Caleb has the man purse, green shorts. Jordan is his roommate, and then I don't know who the person on the right is.
Blake Rodriguez. I've never heard of him before.
Blake Rodriguez. I'm also looking to see because Maddie Thornton was also their roommate, and her boyfriend was visiting that weekend.
Right.
And was leaving right when the cops were getting there. If you were visiting somebody and this huge event happens and the cops are showing up, would you leave?
Well, I guess it depends on what I think some people probably would because they're afraid to get involved in something like that. You know what I mean? But probably not.
I'd be nosy. Plus,
yeah, that's what I mean.
If you're the boyfriend and it's your girlfriend, you might want to stay to like make sure everything's okay. Becca says she would leave.
I think a lot of people don't want to be in the middle of something like that. So some of them probably would, but some people are like me and you and probably would be there just to see what the hell's going on. So
yeah, Jenna, like unless you absolutely like had to be somewhere. Yeah. Yep. Hello, Amy Conway. Hi, Hanky Panky Mom. Hey, Senor. Everybody joining in. Hello. If I miss you,
I would be nosy.
I would too. And I would not be in my apartment. I'd be like out down by the scene. Hide in the bushes. That's right, GB. We'd be hiding in the bushes.
All right.
So that wasn't the one that said they were cousins, but that's okay. I believe you guys. Oh, she's telling me. Thank you. Scroll down to the caption to see the hunter is his cousin. Okay. Thank you. I will.
Clock it. So I gotta say thank you. Clock it.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can see. Oh. Oh, is this where he's giving like the thanks? I can't. Let me see. Okay, here. Oh, you guys can't see it, but I'll just read. To my best friends, I love you. Thank you, Jordan, for being my something dad, my best friend, my mentor, and most importantly, my support. Thank you for being my dad. Thank you, Jordan, for being my dad. My best friend, my mentor, and most importantly, my support. Thank you, Maddie, for looking after me always. Means always, even when you have to brush my teeth. Whoa. And Lexi for always keeping me on my toes, being my sisters, looking after me, and always wanting what's best. Thank you, Brady, for always making me laugh, keeping me alive, and showing me that in the worst times you can smile. Thank you, Hunter, for being the person I look up to, my mentor, my cousin. There we go. And one of my best friends. Thank you, Blake, for all the memories, the times we were together. We were always laughing. You will be missed. Thank you to Emily's bra for giving me the support I never thought I needed. Who's Blake?
That Blake Rodriguez that was in that picture with him.
Oh, yeah.
Did he die?
I don't know. It says, here's to freshman year. Did all these kids go to high school together? It's almost like something you would write in your senior, like, you know what I mean? When you're leaving. So I was thinking either he was graduating or I don't know.
It might be called like freshman college. Because that's, I don't know.
Yeah, here's to freshman year of college, right?
Yeah.
I can't read the rest of it, but thank you, you guys. You know, we're typically receipts over here. Typically receipts. That's funny. Emily Alant just posted a new video of her and Hunter and a vacation they went on. Oh, speaking of TikToks, I got to show you this. Apparently Ava Wood is getting roasted on TikTok. She chimed
Gee, darn.
She chimed in on a creator's TikTok, and I guess we have a screenshot of the comment.
I want to see. I don't like her. I think she's about as fake as they come.
She's always been odd, right? It seemed like she inserted herself, didn't it?
Completely inserted herself, and then she had to go melt blankets with people and shit. She just irritated me immediately.
Melt blankets.
Oh my God, Kim. Like she told the whole story on, I think it was Dateline, about how she saw them outside and had to go out to them. They were crying, and she just melted the blanket down around her because she knew she was cold. I was like, go sit down somewhere. Good God.
Yes.
It was so bad. It was so dramatic, and like, you're just so fake. I don't, I don't like fake people. So you could almost read it on her. It was, yes, Bubbles, there it is. We even made a blanket in our merch shop, a melting blanket because of it. It was so disgusting to listen to her. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Oh my God, that's funny.
She did it. Remember the book that came out? What's her name? Vicky was the investigator, and she did an interview with her for the book, and it was so bad, Kim. It was one of the worst ones I've seen.
Was that Patterson's book?
Yes, Patterson. That's it. Thank you.
Melting blankets, you guys. Oh, we've got Borgs.
Yes. I just melted the blanket down around her, and we all looked at each other like, are you kidding me? Come on.
And we already have her interview. Her interview's been out for a while. But here's what. Okay, so this creator, oh, I can't remember what was her name. Nikki on TikTok.
Oh, Nikki's narrative.
Yes, she's on YouTube also. Wait, is this going to play? It says, "Hey girl, hey, did I get your time right or should I edit it?" I don't know, but Ava Wood, "Hey girl, I have updated the timeline since posting. Let me know if you want the updated." Like they're just let me
I know your lie.
I might need to mute the sound. There we go. Her dad is an attorney. Maybe she sent it to him. Thanks for watching, girl. They're just like calling her out. Like they saw that she was watching her videos. So it says right in the middle, like Ava Wood added your photos to favorites. That's interesting. Guess who saved my timeline? So apparently Nikki's narrative has a timeline.
Yeah.
Ava favorited it. So isn't that interesting that these students are starting to look at things?
They have been watching some of our channels, and you got to wonder why. Are they trying to see who's getting closer to the truth? Are they trying to see, you know what I mean? Like it's something.
Yeah. Yeah, the way that I was seeing people's comments on this video was like they're looking to see what's out there so that they can
Right.
know how to respond. I don't know.
Yes, her interview. If you get a chance, you need to go watch that interview because it was like vomitous. It was so bad. It was so faking. Like I can't even think of a right word to put with it. It was just we were watching it in Discord and every one of us literally were going, "Oh my God, are you serious?" And she lives in that little kind of diagonal from the 1122 house, that apartment with the upstairs. She lived in the upstairs. She claims somebody tried to break into her apartment one night and all this other stuff and whatever.
She's the one that first mentioned Mason Bangman.
Yes.
Bangman, that's where that name came from. It came from Ava Wood. So
Right.
Good for that. She said she thought somebody was like jiggling her door or something, and she had a camera. Oh,
Uh-huh.
she had a camera, Dago?
That was partially why I requested that neighborhood cameras. I'm telling you, that was one of the cameras that I was talking about. There was 3 that I knew of. One was down more towards the right of the 1122 house on the back of the Whites. There was one in the middle, which is the one I believed was her house. And then there's one in the corner. So again, she told on herself. If there's a camera there, I want to see that footage. That's why I sent that recently, that FOIA or whatever you call it, records request. It should be in there. So
That's huge. I never thought of it that way before. She had a camera.
exactly. And it's directly diagonal from the house. So it had to pick something up.
And I'm trying to think, did
Hey,
she on
Dylan.
the camera, was she saying Mason was like on the street side? Why do I have a tickle in my throat today?
The damn smoke. You okay? Okay. Hey, Dylan. What's up, Junior?
Ooh. Hi, Dylan. Yeah, I did go out today.
I told you I was only out there for like 6, 7, 8 minutes or something. I was like, good God, hacking. And no, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's
wow.
bad.
Wow.
It's
wow.
bad.
So, oh my gosh, that's evidence.
I think that's kind of big.
Yeah. That never dawned on me before. Let's listen to her. Let me pull it up. Let's see if I can Ava. I think Connor and Christy have it. Let me see who comes up first. And I know it's not very long. We can skim through it and see. We'll listen to her words. minutes.
Sure enough.
Oh, what time are custody queens on with Cy Ray today, you guys? Eastern. Anybody know?
I just saw it. I think it's tonight. Hold on, let me double check for you. It is where the hell is
Jeebs
it?
says 4 p.m. Eastern.
Well, fine, Jeebs.
Everybody. SRB said it. G said it. Mystic Sin said it. They all knew. Everybody knows.
There's 7 people waiting there already.
Are you serious? All right. Well, we will talk about that in a few minutes, and then I won't butt up against that, so you can have time to go on too. All right.
Oh, I'm good.
Looked into this when I was covering Mason Bangman because I had it pulled up right at this part. So, okay. It's not showing, is it? Share this tab. Is it on the screen?
Not yet.
Nope. Add it. I'm not. I need to put a big sticky note that says add to the stage. Add to the stage.
I do read chat, and then I looked away so I could go look it up and didn't see it. So hush your mouth.
Is that SRB?
Yeah, they're always being nasty to me. Always.
Out my window, a few of my close friends standing there, and I've had to do this a few years back with the border.
Oh no, this is not the part. Let's see. Where's the camera? Wait, right here.
Sounded to be a man started walking up my stair morning. So a few weeks ago, at about 1:30 in the morning, what sounded to be
Okay, so first of all, it's only a few weeks ago. So interesting.
a man started walking up my stairs and tried to open my door. This was on October, let me see. October 15th.
Okay.
No, sorry. October 14th. It was October 14th, that Friday night, when I heard somebody trying to come up my stairs and open my door, and I have a deadbolt.
So how does she know that date exactly, do you think?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Do you think she's looking at her? Like, I could pull up my Blink app right now and go to the clip of a certain date. Like, you can do that.
Yeah.
If you have a camera like that, if she had that kind of camera.
That would make sense. It could be. That would be a good answer.
I just think she's looking at something, which is interesting.
And a lock on my door, and the next morning I called my mom and I was like, oh yeah, just some drunk idiot was trying to walk into my house. So I don't know if that could be any relevant information. I did not see this person, I just heard it. I was in my bedroom. But last night on Snapchat, Kaylee had posted a few pictures, one of her and Maddie Mogan at the corner club. But last night on Snapchat, and I just heard it. I was in my bedroom. Any relevant information, I did not see this person. I just heard it. I was in my bedroom. But last night on Snapchat, Kaylee had posted a few pictures, one of her and Maddie Mogan at the corner club. And then the last picture that Kaylee had posted on her Snapchat story was her and Maddie Mogan at Grub Truck.
Okay.
Which is, I believe, located on Main Street. Yeah. And that was the last thing.
Any ex-boyfriends or nothing?
I don't.
How for you?
Let's talk about the camera.
Be
As of the
Mhm.
even this, or is this hurts, walking around. I mean, it doesn't, and we'll start.
Since I am a part of this possible,
But you've told me, there's nothing, something that you want to leave.
Yeah.
By all means, I have your phone. Okay.
All right. Back further. Where'd she talk about it at?
Can I get your first address?
which
Okay. What interactions did you have with anyone that lives on that 1122 King Road?
team, so I was
Through this.
around and I heard all of the, a few of my close friends standing there back. So I just knew something was wrong, so I walked out and brought more blankets out there and just sat there and comforted them, and then that's kind of when we found out everything. I still don't really know what's going on, so I know that word pronounced.
And somebody who might do something like this?
So I was actually on the phone with my dad, and I've been talking to him. So a few weeks ago,
This might
at about 1:30 in the morning, what sounded to be a man started walking up my stairs
Okay.
and tried to open my door. This was on October, let me see. October 15th.
Okay.
No, sorry, October 14th. It was October 14th, that Friday night, when I heard somebody trying to come up my stairs and open my door. And I have a deadbolt and a lock on my door. And the next morning I called my mom and I was like, oh yeah, just some drunk idiot was trying to walk into my house. So I don't know if that could be any relevant information. I did not see this person. I just heard it. I was in my bedroom. But last night on Snapchat, Kaylee.
So wait a minute. Why am I confused? Does this not match the report? The written report, you guys?
I think so, but what my question is if you didn't look, then how do you know it was a male?
Yeah. Oh my God. Now I need to go back and look at this. This is crazy. I'm pretty sure I thought she was the one that said she saw someone on her camera and then, or no, she heard it. So then she looked at her camera and saw Mason Bangman outside. And so she texted him and said, hey, did you see anybody? And he said, oh no, where am I getting that from?
I've never heard that before.
This case. Oh my gosh. All right. I will vet that out for tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Ava, and I feel like my lipstick's probably all smeared. Ava and because I mean, we need to prove there's a camera there. That's huge. Like if we can prove that and then cite it.
I never heard her mention anything about a camera, and that's why I just thought maybe you saw something I didn't. I know there's a camera in that. I saw on a live video that there was a camera in that area somewhere, and I thought maybe that was the one we saw in her house. So I don't know.
Right. But if we can either have an audio interview of her or a video interview of her saying it, or if we have a written report of her saying it, then we would be able to cite that.
You're right.
Say, hey, this report says there's a camera. Turn it over. Hi, Swamp Side Chick. So yeah, not for now, but we need to find that.
Bubbles said, where again does Mason live?
Bangman, no idea because I cannot find any information. I know he was adult. but I don't know if he lived in the house. I can't find anybody like referencing him in the house. So I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Lots of stuff that they are not. Oh, here, I got a question for you. In the back. before or after, so I'll adjust. Do you see it, Dago?
Yeah, I do. I'm not sure yet. I was thinking of possibly after,
Okay.
but I also have a doctor's appointment tonight. It probably will. It might be a late one then.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah, you guys, we're always confused about the Masons. No, Mason Bangman was the arrested guy. He's the guy that was arrested. We have that video. So that's who Mason Bangman was, right? Let me finish this. Let me finish this. So yeah, I didn't get what I wanted out of that Ava interview. So I got to go back and look into that. All right, let's go back to Caleb for a second, because I know everybody says like, wow, he seemed really forthcoming and really honest. And, what did you think about that? Anything suspicious about him, or like, what was your take?
actually, he seemed to be one of the most authentic ones that I've heard yet, but he also wasn't there that night, supposedly. But yeah, I mean, I didn't take anything suspicious from him.
Yeah, I'm like torn, because the first time I listened to it, I'm like, wow, he seemed like a straight shooter. He seemed
Yeah,
open and honest, eager to talk. There was no hemming and hawing. He wasn't,
right,
none of that we've been used to seeing. And
right.
okay. But then I went back and I listened to it a second time, and that's some of the stuff that I jotted down here that I wanted to talk about. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because I do think there's some interesting information in there. But let me read this first.
Sure.
Labs, whatever came of the guy that had broke into 1122 King prior to November 13th, he was still in the house when they got home and hid. He told someone he could have killed them then. Any more info on him, or did LE bury it too?
Gabe Miller. No, I think they buried that.
His name's Gabe Miller.
Yeah, he's the one that had the knives in the wood pile in the shed, and got into a disagreement at the Mad Greek with them about something. Said he followed the girls home. Nothing.
Yep.
I've not seen anything else about him anywhere.
No, there is a report. There is a report about him.
That's it.
This is one of those why didn't they follow the easiest, like it's right in your face?
Exactly.
And if they did, then what ruled this kid out? Like, what's his alibi? Because he's the kid that would wander the campus all night, right?
Yep. His mother was an alcoholic. They would get into fights. He'd walk away and he'd go wander around the campus all night long. Why did they not do any follow-ups with him is what my question's always been.
We don't have an interview from him yet, but there is a report. I need to look up what report he was. That's a great question, though. Like, hello, you have somebody who's like, I'm hiding in their house. And then think about Caleb Jacobsen saying, I think it's somebody who knows the door's always unlocked.
No, he wasn't a student at that time. He was too young. I think he was still in high school when this all went down around that time. But at least I believe that's how they explained it in the report.
I thought that too. So that's another thing I have on my list for Caleb is when he was talking about the fights. Remember, he said there was like 1 or 2 fights, and he was involved in one of them. And he said it was in early September, and he said there was a stranger.
Yeah. Gabe's
And
report is number 77, by the way. Thank you, Ro.
thank you, Ro. And he said it was someone who looked possibly like a college student. I mean, I don't know what Gabe Miller looked like.
That's the one that Scott Estes interviewed with them for and told them all about him.
In the written report.
Yeah. Dan Estes. I'm sorry, not Scott. And no, the dog was killed by a girl. The dog was killed by a college girl, I think.
Yeah, I thought it was maybe even a high schooler that was just like a neighbor down the road or something that had some issues.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they claimed anyways. That's what they claimed. This is a red flag. The other thing, okay, think about this. So we've got this stranger having fights. You've got this kid who he's not in the frats. He's not known. He's not. In fact, he hates the frats. Remember, he said that his mom got sexually attacked by the fraternity. So this kid, he has a motive. He has access to the house. He had a stash of knives. He wanders the campus at night. Are we missing the most obvious thing?
I said a long time ago that should have been paid a lot more attention to, and they never did.
And the other thing was that I think it was Kayla Newen. If you listen to her interview, she talks about everybody going over to her house sometime between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. Right? Everybody from 1122.
Yeah.
And that's an Alpha Phi house apartment. And it's in the Whites. It's in the Whites. And she said, I don't know the time, but it was sometime during the party that a guy or a kid was walking through the parking lot with a BB gun.
Yep.
You think it's a BB gun?
I mean, with this case, who knows?
I mean, just think we've got, and they don't know who he is. So again, another stranger. So on the day of the crime, there's just some stranger walking through the parking lot with a firework.
Right.
He was holding a cylinder with a triangle in his hand. I'm sorry, it's a gun. It's not a cylinder with a triangle. It's probably a gun. It's not a firework. It's probably a gun.
Right.
I look at it as like, come on, things are sayings for a reason. We say it's never a firework.
I agree.
But I don't know. I've kind of written that kid off too. The kid who
I've always wondered about him, and I wondered also why they just let that slide. And again, is it again because they have their guy, period? But he would have been my number one suspect.
So my understanding, now you said this Estes, who is that?
That was one of the owners of the house.
See?
Dan Estes and Scott Perky. Those were the two owners of the house.
Now that is and I think that Gabe kid, he's related to them, isn't he? Related?
It wasn't. No, I think it was. Hold on.
Close family.
Dan Estes was friends with his grandfather. Very close friends with his grandfather, I believe.
Yes, and would have his grandfather do work for him or something.
Yep, because he was like a landlord type person, right?
Yes, and Gabe would go over there. He would go wherever his grandfather was doing work. Yes. So connections. So I don't know. Then they dropped the whole dialogue and no gun wounds in the autopsy. Yes. So that's the other thing. Who had the big discussion about the wounds yesterday? Was that you on your show?
Yeah, we were talking about him a lot yesterday.
Yes, and like there's discrepancies, right? Like the way that they're trying to describe the wounds. Oh, you guys were talking about like the skull wounds.
Uh-huh.
I just can't see. First of all, why? Why would you try to stab somebody's skull? Like, ew. And I don't know.
I mean, why had they done anything they did here? I mean, I get it. It just doesn't make any sense that I don't think a knife could have penetrated. I still don't, and I agree with Eddie on that too. That you couldn't with a knife, especially not what they're claiming that type of knife, penetrate somebody's skull and bury a knife 7 inches into their skull. I don't believe that at all.
I think it's possibly a gun weapon. I don't know, but if they're trying to show the autopsy wounds so that it's not that, then there's no way to prove that. But I haven't dove into the wounds a lot, but when I was listening to you guys and I wouldn't call them contradictions, but it just didn't seem to make sense. It just makes me think that.
Good point. Good point. Or it depends also because I pulled up something yesterday. It's almost like a pickaxe type thing. That would have possibly done something like that. But I think it was just misappropriated, to be honest with you. I don't think that it was the way it was written, I think is what it was. So it was more of a slash than what they explained, which is wild to me. But I think she just misappropriated it. That's all.
What do you mean misappropriated?
Like explained it the wrong way.
Oh, yes. All right, what do we have? Another statement here. Hey, Labs, could Gabe and girl know each other and do it together? Both younger than college age. Oh my gosh. She's talking about the Buddy the dog girl.
I mean,
area or go to school together. Oh my God. I have never.
Oh, that's a good thought, Labs. But my problem with it is that there had to have been a couple other people. If that was the case, at least a couple other people to help control the scene. I would think. But that is a very good theory.
Yeah, and maybe and we're thinking out loud about actual people and situations that were known early on, like the first things we knew in this case. So good thought, Labs. And maybe they know other people that we just don't know about. I don't know.
Good point.
And I never looked into that girl. Like to see absolutely what happened to that dog. They kind of tried to like brush it. I think
they did with everything.
Brush it under the rug. Like,
yeah, they did it with everything they've touched.
And the cops were very quick to say nothing to do with the crime, nothing to do with the crime. And you know what that means? That means
red flag, red flag.
It absolutely does.
It means red flag.
Many. I there's a few things that they kind of brushed away. The guy that went in to put on his uncle's ATF jacket went in the house. That was brushed under the rug and never paid attention to. Gabe Miller, that never was paid attention to when he was actually somebody that claimed that he was in the house, that could have killed them, that followed them home, stalked them, things like that. I mean, again, that would have been a number one suspect in a situation like this, and they never even looked at it. So I don't know how to take it. I don't.
Absolutely. And I don't know if it was it was probably last week. I went back and I was watching, I think it was Warner's body cam, because he comes out the sliding door and there was another officer off through the wooded line by the road. And
yeah,
I couldn't tell that it was a real officer. And I'm like, oh my God, this looks suspicious. And I was
right.
And then I thought he said something suspicious. Now it turned out to be nothing. It turned out to be, I think it was Corbin Smith. He was roping off. It was all legit.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I was looking at it carefully is because, like you, I knew that there's that rumor out there that this kid went into the house.
Right. I'll be right back, Kim.
Yeah. So I was looking for that. Are there pictures of Gabe Miller? No, you guys, we need to go on the Gabe Miller hunt. Moto Man, red flag must be placed at least 100 yards or 300 feet in plain sight from working location directly between two rails. We don't follow rules in Moscow, Moto Man. We don't follow the rules. We're only supposed to redact personal information, birth dates, social security, addresses, phone numbers, but we just redact whatever we feel like redacting. Now that you mentioned body cam, could these two kids be in the background somewhere? Plus the guy who put on the FBI or LE coat. How do we know about that guy that put on that coat? Is that's in a report, isn't it? I think it's in the report with, let's pull that up. 77, report 77. I'm pulling it up. Is it? I think that kid is the one that said that. This is interesting. Idaho. Are you guys posting stuff in Discord? I'm hearing the beeps, my notifications. Is it ISP or MPD? I have a feeling it's MPD.
What are you trying to find again?
That report 77 about Gabe.
I think it was MPD. I always wanted to see a photograph of him as well, Jenna. I don't know which number it is.
77, they said. I'm pulling it up.
Hold on.
Where's it at? Idaho. Are you guys dropping it? Oh, wait, no.
I have it if you don't.
Oh, you have it ready to go?
Yeah, hold on.
Share, let me pull this down.
Yeah, luckily I have this stuff organized. Thank you to my amazing Blue crew. These ones I got and then I put in my own thing, but everything else I have, they did for me because they're amazing.
Thank you, you guys. They're putting it in mine too. I just went to my drive and I have it in a folder too, but all right. So what I was thinking was, isn't this, can you make it really, really, really big? Yeah. So this is Gabe Miller's interview, but isn't he the one that talks about his friend having the ATF code or the LE code and going in? Isn't he the same?
No. Nope. This is a completely different. This is the interview with Scott Perky.
Right.
And he's the one that told the story about it. The other one was, I don't remember that one. I remember it, but I don't remember who and how it was explained.
Do you want to scroll down where he starts talking about?
Yeah. You want me to read it?
Sure, if you want to.
Okay. So again, this was 12/15 of 22.
Wait a minute. Look who wrote this.
Named James Fry, Chief Fry.
Fry did nothing in this case. But
he's on a couple of these reports, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. So it says interview with Scott something Perky. Scott something blah blah blah. 1950. His birthday's from 1953, same age as my mother. On December 13th of 22 at approximately 2000 hours, I interviewed Scott Perky in blah 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 Idaho at the blah blah blah. Perky had called me several days earlier to report some information he had regarding the quadruple homicide. I asked Perky if the information he would be sharing would be dealing with one person. Perky told me it would. I asked Perky if I could get the individual's name. Perky told me the person's name was G or G, so I'm guessing it's Gabe or Gabriel. later identified as Gabriel Miller, I'm going to guess, and that's his birth date of 03. So we took that date, that birth date, and backed it up from 22 and came up with his age at that point. Perky told me that he did not know the individual's last name, but believed that he knew where he lived. Perky told me that he lived in the blank apartments. Perky told me that this apartment is just off of blank blank Avenue, then turn on to blank lane, which I thought was Linda Lane, and then right onto something street. So I don't know where this exactly is, you guys, and the apartment is across from the blank blank. Perky told me that Gabe lives in the blank apartments. Perky began by explaining to me that he had done a lot of work for DK, who is the prior owner of blank. Perky told me he had been a friend of the family for many years and has done handyman jobs in the past for D. Hold on. Perky told me in 2020 he drove D and his daughter, which is Lana.
Hold on a second. He did handyman jobs in the past. He's talking about Gabe.
No,
Did handyman or someone else?
Gabe's grandfather, I believe, or he did handyman jobs for Gabe's grandfather. DK, whoever that is. He said he had done a lot of work for DK, meaning Scott Perky did work for DK, which is Gabe's grandfather.
Okay.
And then he said he drove D and his daughter Lana and Gabe up to I don't know where that is. It's redacted, of course, which is stupid to me. To a place the family goes to have a vacation almost every year. Perky told me after they got there, R, who is one of D's sisters, got into an altercation with a male who was camped near where they were. Perky told me it was a heated argument, but everyone eventually went back to their campsites. Perky told me later in the evening he noticed R and Lana were walking past the male's campsite, so he went up on a hill where he could observe and make sure nothing was going to happen. Perky told me that he had been up on the hillside for several minutes in the dark when all of a sudden Gabe just appeared out of nowhere. Perky told me it startled him for a minute. Hold on. Because he never heard or saw where Gabe came from. Perky told me Gabe pulled out a knife to show him. Perky told me this was a hunting style knife, and Perky told me that he had spoken to Gabe, who had showed a great interest in having a career in the military. I asked Perky if he could describe the knife to me. Perky told me it was a typical 7-inch blade hunting skinning knife. Perky told me that he had heard that Gabe's grades in school had dropped and that Lana had been extremely verbally abusive to him. I asked how Lana and Gabe would travel to Moscow from Boise. Perky told me that he believed they would ride the bus when they traveled. Perky told me that when they stayed in Moscow at Dee's house, Gabe and his sister would stay in the basement and Lana would sleep outside or in one of the 2 sheds in the backyard.
Okay, hold on a second. Who's D?
D is Gabe's grandfather.
DP?
DK.
DK. Do we know the real name? DK?
No, I've never been able to figure that out.
Okay, so we need to know DK is I know I have notes on this from a long time ago. He's the grandpa. And I just think it's interesting. It's always Boise, you guys. Boise, Boise, Boise. And I don't, in my opinion, whoever committed this crime, there's probably like a 99.9% chance it leads back to Boise.
Agreed.
That's
Agreed.
crazy. Okay, so this kid, this Gabe Miller, does not live in Moscow.
No, not fully. He goes there from time to time, but he's from Boise.
So think about this. I'm trying to find somebody who's a boyfriend that's visiting, that was staying at that cabin that night, but that person's tied to the Delts, but I don't know. I guess this is separate from the drug theory, I guess. It'd be amazing if we could tie it in there.
Right. And I mean, I guess the kid was possibly college age because based on what the way we figured it out, he would have been 19. I don't think he was
Yes.
going to college though.
His birth date on this report that you read was 2003, the year. So that he would have been 19
In
in
22.
22. So, yeah.
So he
college
he
age.
was roughly the same age as the college kids, but I don't like I said, I don't think he was actually a college student. He would just wander the campus and go
Mhm.
into different places. So that is understood. And somebody I think it talks about it more here as we go on, but
Why are we saying Perry, not Perky?
no, his last name is Perky. Scott Perky was one of the owners of the 1122 house, along with Dan Estes. Perky. Lana is Gabe Miller's mother.
I'll break this down tomorrow, you guys. I'll break it all down tomorrow. Because this is interesting.
It was. It always was. That's a good question. Other than being disturbed,
Well, let's think about this. He's got mommy issues. Okay.
big time.
His mom treats him like crap. It's like emotional abuse. Okay. He has might have it out for the fraternities because something happened to his mom. And he kind of suffers the consequences from his mom because of that. What else? He's roaming the college at night and he has weapons. I don't know. And he reportedly has had interactions with the victims.
All of them.
So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. He
That
could
they're.
not have done it alone. Who helped him? We would have to.
I
I
don't
mean,
think he could have either.
No, that's what Labs was trying to. And I'm not saying this is the theory I 100% think it is, but it sure is interesting that.
I just always wondered why they never followed up with it.
Right. Right.
If it's true that he did what he said, that he broke into their house and was there while they were there, that that's a problem.
He should have had to prove where he was that night.
Right.
Every
And
second of that night, where was Gabe Miller?
yes, and he also has some I'll just call it backlit issues, like because of what happened to his mother as well. She had been attacked by the fraternities and sexually assaulted. And I think he kind of held on to that and had some anger because of that. In turn, that would make some sense as to where some of this could have came from if that was the case.
Exactly. Read deeply. The only way to debunk is to follow through the logic chain. Just
agreed.
We're legit. Absolutely.
Yes. Agreed.
That is a good motive. That is a good motive.
I've seen people snap for lesser things. So
the girls didn't know he was there.
Right. This is the report, but nobody knew that he broke in the house.
Yeah, we haven't got to that part yet, right?
Yeah, and I don't think that. Yeah, I'll read on to it, but I don't think that his mother filed a report. That's the problem.
Oh, they don't do that when it's fraternities. They don't file, they don't call the cops. And even if they get in trouble by the cops will let the fraternities do their own discipline. They just will kick them out of the fraternity or discipline them somehow.
Right. And it's also believed that's why she has the alcohol problem that she has, which is understandable. I get that. But
yes, it's coming up in this report. Dago hasn't got to it yet.
So sorry about that.
Okay.
Gabe and his sister would stay in the basement and Atlanta would sleep outside or in one of the two sheds that are in the backyard. Perky told me the significance of this was that Gabe would keep his knives in the basement of Dee's house, in the wood pile that was outside, or in one of the two sheds in the backyard. Perky told me that around the end of May or sometime into the middle of June, after COVID was letting up, that he was at the Mad Greek having a late lunch or early dinner. Perky told me that this was on a Saturday or a Sunday. Perky told me he had ordered a glass of wine, which he is sure that Ethan brought him. Perky told me he was not sure if Ethan worked at the Mad Greek or if he was just helping out. Perky told me a bit later that he noticed that Gabe had come into the restaurant with possibly D, who is, I'm sorry, I had it wrong, not grandfather, cousin, with possibly D, who is Gabe's cousin. Sorry about that. I had that backwards. It's been a while since I've read this. Perky told me Xana and Madison had gone over to Gabe's table, and Ethan later joined them. Perky told me it appeared to be a heated conversation, but he could not tell what it was about. Perky suspected that it may have had to do with the cancel culture and that Gabe was stirring them up with conservative comments. Perky told me Gabe left without eating anything. Later that night, around 9 p.m., 10 p.m., Perky was at Dee's house in his backyard. Perky said that Lana was extremely drunk and she was yelling at Gabe. Perky said she stated, "You are just a loser and you're not going to you are going to spend your life in jail. You are ruining your life." Perky was not sure what Lana was referencing when she said this. And Perky told me that Gabe left right after this altercation and he did not see him again. Perky told me that Gabe goes on long walks and does not return until early morning hours. Perky told me that he was over at Dee's the next morning picking up some tarps from a job that he was doing, and Gabe showed up. Perky told me that he asked Gabe what he does after he leaves when his mom's yelling at him. Gabe told him that he goes over to the college, and Perky told me Gabe believes the college is to blame for how his mom is. Perky explains that Lana went to parties at the college and began drinking. Perky told me he does not know for sure, but believes that Lana may have been RAPED at one of the college parties. Perky told me he asked Gabe about the conversation that took place at the Mad Greek restaurant, and Perky said that Gabe told him that he had followed the girls to the Mad Greek from the college. Gabe told Perky that the two girls were lesbians, and Gabe told Perky that he had went back to the girls' house when they came home, he was inside the house and made the statement, "They had no idea that I was there. I could have killed them. I could have killed them all if I wanted to." Perky told Gabe that then went and got a larger knife from the back shed and showed him. Perky told me every time he was around Gabe and Gabe's mom would explode on him. He always stayed very calm and would not react to her. And this again was written and taken by James Fry, reviewed by Anthony Dallinger, who was captain at that time. And again, where's the follow-up to that?
Yeah. And I just think it's like Fry did not do very many. In fact, he even said he doesn't get involved in the investigation. He lets his team do it. Correct?
Yeah. I think that Perky knew Fry, and that's why he went to him that way, because they were both
Absolutely.
Perky's older. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To me, this is an example of Fry stepping in like, "Oh, I know this person. Let me handle this," or something like that. Yeah, someone made a good point. Could this be connected to the church? I don't know. I don't know, but I agree with you. They didn't vet it out far enough.
Not even remotely. Nobody else did a report on this ever again. Was there anything written on this?
No, and this is not the first time we are discussing this. We've known about this report since the reports came out. So it's just
Oh, well, yeah. I remember when I read it the first time, I froze and I went, "What the hell?" Like,
Yeah.
where's the follow up to this? Because this is a big one. Okay, and I couldn't find anything on Gabe Miller. I went looking for it. I couldn't find anything on his mother. I couldn't figure out who DK was, who's his cousin, and why they would go back and forth. But again, I don't know, guys. It's crazy.
the Holly Berry. It was handled all right.
It's like they buried it or something.
So,
And I wonder if it has anything to do with who DK is.
right.
Because
Yeah,
it sounds like he was some kind of a local business owner.
I'm thinking, like you said, like a landlord, like in these the housing.
Something like that, yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Um I got to think this through. I have to think this through, but the thing with me is sometimes it's the simplest things that are the most obvious that it's been in our face all along. Like, I don't know, could this
That's what my point was.
Mhm.
That's what my point was. That was what it was. The grandfather of him, he owned a local music shop too.
Okay. The only thing with this theory is that to me, it doesn't match the college fraternities and sorority students being quiet. I think if this kid and if he had friends, a gang, or whatever, if they were the ones who did this for their own personal reasons, I don't think we would be seeing the college fraternity students acting the way that they're acting, as many contradictions,
I can agree.
unless that's a huge coincidence. Are they acting that way for because they don't want to get busted with drugs and
Yeah.
it's really not connected to the crime?
Well, and I'll be honest with you, when I first read that, it was interesting to me how it was referenced that he showed a big interest in the military. So I've heard in the past of other crimes that have happened, that people committed crimes and then they go off to the military to hide. Okay. He was 19. If that was true, it would be very likely that he enlisted in the military and off he went. And maybe that's why there was no follow up. Maybe they couldn't find him. Maybe they didn't realize. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I don't know. I know that sounds a little weak, but it's just a thought that I had that maybe he took off to the military to hide out from if he was involved, possibly. So I don't know.
so he seems like the type of person that might possibly have some police records out there. So that could
According
be
to his mom, yeah.
that could be something to look into in Boise and Moscow. So remember, he's from Boise, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah. So another thing to hunt down, you guys. But I think the most important thing that we need to stay focused on is we're supposed to be getting released documents. We have a person in prison, Brian Koberger, pled guilty to this crime, and we don't have a case file. We don't have any of the reports from the prosecution showing their work, showing how they know that Brian Koberger is guilty. And we have a judge who made a decision that, okay, it's time we're going to release things, but we're going to go backwards. So I'm going to show you all the defense stuff first. Like, there's no logic in that. Eventually, we're going to get to the prosecution and really see what their experts had to say. But right now, we're only seeing what the defense is responding to because they've seen what the prosecution has, and it doesn't look good. Does not look good. Like, I'm just going to say over and over again, I told you on every show that if you're so confident that the right person is in prison, show your evidence loud and proud, brag about it, make it public, don't redact it. And they're not doing that.
They never did do that. They won't do that.
Nope. Okay, Lavs is asking, are they connected and known to Dylan and Quinn? Could this have been orchestrated between all of them?
Well, that is an interesting statement in question.
what if that kid enters into drugs?
Well, considering what seems like emotional issues he has based on his mother, going off on him all the time in a drunk, rage. And he never, like Perky said, he never reacts to her. He stays very calm. That's a strange reaction, I'll be honest with you. Instead of, reacting and flipping back out on her, he just very calmly just kind of moves along. Um, that is a very weird reaction. So a lot of times it does lead to self-medicating. And you know what I mean by that. People to deal
Mhm.
with what they're feeling emotionally and mentally will self-medicate themselves with drugs. So yeah, it makes sense to me.
Uh-huh. This is also good. That staging, remember the staging? And if he was making a comment which is, I don't know why he would make a comment like they're gay.
Well, I mean, it could have been what he was watching. Like I didn't play much into that at all. He could have just saw them. Maybe you know how girls can be holding hands, joking around, walking or something, or even just being close. He could have just made an assumption and been completely wrong. So
Yes, yes.
that's how I saw that.
Why they were posed that way. My gosh, there's more connections with this kid than there is with Brian Koberger.
That's sure what there is with everybody other than with him.
Yeah. Yeah, the kid walks around late at night with knives and he hides them. Like
Right.
a kill kit, like a kill kit.
I can't handle the kill kit thing because of how Steve says that. I can't do that. I want to know who told him that when he brought it up. But no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yes, it's a motive, it's means, and
Of course it does.
the one thing I've always complained about is that here you have a person of interest, should have been a huge high on the list person of interest that hid a stash of knives. And did they ever go? I'll have to ask Logan. We'll have to ask Logan tomorrow night. Because she requested she did a records
Right.
request for all the knives. So I wonder if this little stash is one of them.
I don't know that she got. That'd be interesting to know though. For sure.
There was a kill kit on General Hospital. Interesting.
Really?
I don't remember that.
Never heard that. Well, I didn't watch that show except when I was a kid, but
I think of Israel Keys when I think of kill kit.
it makes sense.
That's what terrifies me the most when anybody ever asks like what's the scariest serial killer or something. I always say him because he would literally bury a like kill kit in a town he was just visiting in, leave it there
Right.
for years, and when he came back, if he felt like doing something, he would wait in that area if there was a random victim opportunity, and he would already have what he needed right there. That's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying to me. Oh my God.
I fully agree with you.
And some of his things that he buried could still be out in the world somewhere. Like
They probably are.
Yeah. Let's see. Would the University of Idaho really want to let out that there is a group of killer kids on campus? Right. Well,
Good point.
yeah. So were these kids just his one and only target? If he was the one that possibly did this, did he do what like Dago said, like take off, disappear into the military, or
It's a good thought. You know what I mean? I mean, what better way to hide from the world? Go off somewhere else outside the world that people may not hope people forget about you. You know what I mean?
But to me, he would be the perfect example of like a one and done. Like he's not really a serial killer. He's was just extreme, a lot of motive for possibly the people in that house and Greek life in general. So
Right.
no one can answer why the girls, though, and not the frat. Right. I think this theory does.
Well, if he thought that the girls were lesbians, he may have some weird mentality towards sexuality or something, and maybe took offense to that. It made him angry, and how people react to those things sometimes.
We don't know what was on that OnlyFans.
That's true too, and I've seen people do things on the OnlyFans, whether that's their true lifestyle or not. They do things to make money. I've seen it happen.
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be that explicit on there.
No,
it could just be like posing or cutesy or whatever.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I
can
mean.
just
I wasn't
allude-
getting in depth, but yeah.
Yeah, it can just allude to it, and if he saw something like that, he could jump to that or make a comment like that, I guess is what I'm saying. Also, Christie's Chaos has a really good video. I have it saved to show. I'll show it another day, but it's just continuous clips of all the police. What do I want to say? All the events that have happened over at WSU. It's all about WSU, but one of the things was there was a guy in 2018 who was blackmailing the college students for that very same thing. And then that's not the only thing that's on there. There's other stuff, but I don't know that world, so I don't know how what's the word? Big that is, how common of a thing. Maybe
Right.
it is. I don't know.
It could be. I mean, I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. But that just to wrap this up, that kid, Gabe Miller, to me, that's also probably one of the only people of interest that connects all four of them. They were all at the Mad Greek. Now,
It is quite interesting.
Ethan and Kaylee would only go there to visit, but they would be there. And then I don't know how else this kid would know them, but definitely knew them.
There is no interview. That's the problem with Senior. They never followed up to go interview this kid, and that bothers the hell out of me.
Wow.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Very telling. So I think this is a huge topic that we can all maybe try to find some connections. Like, is there a reason why they didn't try to go interview this kid? Is he connected to somebody? Is he related to somebody? Is that where these organizations come in? I don't know.
I would like to know who DK is. I think that's one of the most important points here to be able to figure that out. I think that we need to know more about who DK is, and definitely need to know more about Lana Miller, his mother. We need to know where he's at now himself, Gabe. He's probably in his, early 20s at this point. What's going on with him? Where did he end up? How's his life going? Things like that. I think all of those things are important to be able to get some kind of substance out of this, or any kind of answers at all. So,
yeah, I agree. All right. Well, I am going to end it there. Oh, we're going to end with this. You guys.
oh, yes. This is a big deal to me, at least. And it's okay if we talk about it at that point now, too. Do you have it?
Pulling it up right now.
Okay. Yeah, I have no bones because we've talked about it since, and it's come out of the cat's out of the bag. So. Blew my mind. Still blows my mind.
It's got to be this. So I can tell them kind of like what I told you.
You can, yeah. I mean, you can tell them everything I said too, when we said it and when we talked about it. So I'm good with it.
Okay, so most of you probably know that there is a Netflix documentary series that is coming out about the Idaho 4, correct? And I also knew that there was a Prime Video series. They were doing part 2 of it, right? So I've been waiting for that one. And then my daughter yesterday was like, "Hey mom, did you see like there's a new Netflix?" And I'm like, my brain immediately went to like the Prime thing. And I'm like, yeah, like no big deal. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me like a light bulb above my head. And I was like, Netflix? You mean Netflix? Because Dago had told me about it quite a while ago. Do you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
jump in on that?
Mr. Whitcomb had told us when he came forward. We talked about it last night on Crimes After Dark, but he had told us kind of behind the scenes that there was some things that were going to happen going forward in the future. And one of them was that a Netflix series was coming out from Netflix. And we were like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then nothing happened. He didn't give us a time. And as soon as that dropped, I went, oh, be goddamn. There it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
And it kind of, and I know a lot of us have struggled with a lot of what he's told us, but
Uh-huh.
that was the behind the scenes, like, let's keep this hush hush. And here it
We've kept
is.
quiet for a long time because it's one of those things that you're like, okay, like, and I just remember thinking to myself, if this drops and then there's some other things that like I've questioned, then okay, this was true. He said this was going to come out and it has. So yeah, it was just a very one of those moments last night of like, oh my God. So the other thing, so I'm going to show the trailer, but I'm very excited for this because it's not just another, it doesn't seem like another one of those, oh, we're just going to interview a bunch of the sorority girls and let them talk about the victims and, you know, which is nice. It's nice to hear that. But this is going to be more, to me, real evidence, real body cam footage, real interviews, things like that. So
I hope that this is not a typical hit piece. I hope that this actually comes forward and shows what's going to happen, what actually happened, because it kind of looks like it might based on them using real footage. So we'll see. July 29th is the drop date for it.
July 29th.
Law ambulance for unconsciousness 11. Dispatching Moscow Law ambulance for unconsciousness 1122 King Road.
Thank you. Okay, stay back there, please. Fuck. 13, I think we have a homicide.
Okay, I'm just stopping it for a while, every so often, just to see if that helps. I don't know if it will, but right away you can see they're showing body cam. They're going to show the body cam.
Right. 2 college-age people carrying both to be deceased. Lots of blood.
That's the police department. If you're in here now, just help. We're on the 3rd floor going up.
Oh, man.
When I saw this clip, I thought, oh, good. I hope they show the world how they ran their hands up and down the railings and stomped their boots all over the house unnecessarily.
We have 2 additional deceased on the 3rd floor. We're going to need everybody. We got 4 deceased.
In your 20s, the world is really at your fingertips. College is a special bubble. Hi, my name is Xana Kernodle.
You can shape it.
Kaylee Gonsalves. Say hi, Maddie. Maddie and Kaylee were like sisters. I love you. Xana and Ethan were so cute together, just made a lot of sense.
Okay, this would also be interesting. So it says from Academy Award nominated filmmaker. Boom. That sounds amazing. Joe Berlinger. So I don't know who Joe Berlinger is. It would be, I'm going to look up information about him. Like what kind of filmmaker is he?
I can only imagine what was going through their minds. I would have never believed what occurred in that house.
Okay, and then we've got, what was her name? Oh. Wait a minute. Sorry. I
I forgot.
Sky Borgman.
Yeah, that's it. Sky Borgman.
I can only imagine what was going through their minds.
Okay. Sky Borgman, director of Unknown Number, the high school catfish. Ooh.
And
So-
Joe Berlinger is a documentary filmmaker. He's done quite a few.
Okay.
Brothers Keeper, Paradise Lost, Child Murders at Robin Hood Hills, Crude, Whitey, United States of America versus James Whitey Bulger, The Intent to Destroy, Death, Denial, and Depiction. He's done quite a few. And I remember the Whitey Bulger one and Brothers Keeper. I watched both of those. So
I did too. Carlos and I are huge documentary fans, like huge.
yeah, my wife and I too.
Not a whole lot we haven't. Well, definitely Carlos hasn't seen. Paradise Lost. Awesome. I loved that. The Unknown Number, the high school catfish. I have to watch that.
And this guy also did remember the Conversations with the Killer, the Ted Bundy tapes that were on Netflix?
Yes.
He's the one that created and did that one. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile he did. So he's done a lot. He made that movie that Zac Efron starred in as Ted Bundy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's got a pretty decent background, I'll say that. So
Yeah. Okay.
Would have never believed what occurred in that house that night.
It was absolutely horrific.
They told me to go down to the police station.
They knew something bad had happened.
All kinds of questions.
Oh, I did watch that documentary. G Bean said that's the one where the mom catfished her own daughter for 2 years. That just came out not too long ago.
yeah, that was sick, wasn't it?
That's disgusting. Yeah, like
Yeah. That's got a good name.
disgusting is like the thought of your own mother doing that to your child. Like, oh my God.
And then she forgave her mother for it. Like it didn't happen. I was like, how? You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
basically ruined this little girl's life. It was gross.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go through your mind. How? Who? Why? What happened?
We were waiting for an arrest. There was no information. We had 1,000 questions.
We were all together, and then Maddie left with Kaylee to go to the club.
This individual followed them.
She got picked up in the
So this is going to depend on what pieces they choose to show. And I hope they make it at least two-sided. You know,
That's the point. Yeah, I agree with you. It does. We don't need another hit piece. We've had enough.
like just think about this. If they show Bethany and Dylan really explaining the way that they explained that night, and the public gets to see that,
I agree.
silver sedan.
We got a size 13.5 shoe coming and going.
There's some dried blood on the sink.
I heard her scream because she saw someone.
Why these kids in this house?
and you know, one of the things, well, let me see if this is done.
It's called the Idaho Murders College Nightmare.
The Idaho Murders, yep, College Nightmare, yep, on Netflix. But one of the things that Netflix will do often is kind of lead you down one way of thinking about who the perpetrator or what might be going on in the crime, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
and then
360.
the other way. So I hope. I heard someone else describing that, like it's going to depend. If they can at least, oh no, they were describing a good documentary. A good documentary will do that. They will get you thinking on both, presenting both sides, kind of like you as the viewer, you make up your mind till you get to the end. And then they're like, okay, I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I even like I reached out to you last night and was like, oh my God, I got to ask you about this.
Yeah, I was shocked when I seen it. It was dropped into the Discord, and I went, "Oh my God, I'll be damned!" There it is.
Yeah, yeah. So
And he knew about it. When did we talk to him? Do you remember when the book came out and when we talked to him? It was like, was it April or May?
it was when you guys were interviewing him. It was around that time.
Yeah, well, that's when he told us. I was just trying to remember when
A while
exactly that
ago.
first came out. Yeah, and that
It's been a few months.
so he knew about it coming.
Um,
And I gotta wonder if he's in it. So
oh, yeah.
I'm wondering big time. So if he's in it, I also wonder if Dr. Turby might be in it.
Dr. Turvey could be in it.
It's
Oh, G-Bean, good observation. Who was missing from the preview?
right.
Brian Koberger. Why didn't it, splash his face on
And they usually show him all over those. You are right.
Wow, G-Bean. Good catch. Good catch. I so hope it's at least a fair
Two-sided. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for coming up and talking to me today. I know I didn't have Gabe Miller on my radar for today.
It was always interesting to me. As soon as I read that report, I was kind of stuck there for a while, and hoped that we would get some other documents that would have anything with him. And of course, it never happened. But
Yeah.
I'm still curious.
There are a lot of records requests out there. It looks like people are going through the ISP documents and figuring out, even if you can't figure out who is in the report, you can ask for the interview of the person in that report. And so we're seeing the more interviews we get, we get a little bit more information every time we get to hear
Right.
somebody. So
Yeah. And with Gabe Miller, being that we saw nothing from MPD as far as follow up or ISP, I wonder if they did follow up with him, if they sent him directly, the FBI directly to him. And if that's the case, we'll never see that.
yeah, which I don't think that is correct either. Like our country is not like
I agree.
based on a level of government that can do whatever the heck they want and keep it secret. That's not how we operate.
No, ma'am.
And I also believe they're supposed to give their give everything back to MPD.
Supposed to.
Yeah. Someone asked me to look at what Katrina Rose had said, something about the car. Oh, right here. Off topic, but the Elantra belonged to a member of the King Road house. I believe Maddie. Steve Becker's report backs this up. Whoa, what? Xana had a blue car.
She had a Honda Accord.
Is it white?
No, it's blue. It's a blue Honda Accord.
Xana's.
Xana's car was a blue Honda Accord. Maddie's car was, I believe, the white Chevy Cruze. Ethan had the red Jeep, and then the black SUV was the Chapin vehicle as well. And the Range Rover was Kaylee's. That's all that was there.
So wasn't there? No, I have not looked at all the car identification reports thoroughly, but I do know that the FBI expert in car identification had 7 different types or something, and none of them was an Elantra.
Nope.
Was a Chevy Cruze one of the types?
I don't remember. I don't remember that.
But okay, we'll have to look at Stephen Becker's.
And Bethany's vehicle was wrecked, and from my understanding, Dylan didn't have one. So not at that time, at least.
And she's saying that you made a video.
First photo is the Elantra near Ethan's apartment at 4 a.m. The same car is at King Road when PD arrived, and it's the only day there is no front plate on it.
The first photo is the Elantra near Ethan's apartment. Oh, okay. So over towards his apartment.
The Smart Mart video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean with that. There's no front plate on it. So that's again, but that vehicle that was at Smart Mart didn't have, or it didn't have the, yeah, that one I think was Brian's car, but it was not in the right time period.
Yeah, because
Or
they're not
a car like it, yeah.
they're not denying that he was running around, driving around out there.
No.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. I will look into that. All right. I am going to clock out for today and
Thank you again for having me.
yeah, take a little break before custody queens come on. Or are you going to try to jump on real quick before, or you said wait till later?
No, because I think Lana's going to be live and it wouldn't make any sense. So I'll just, hopefully I'll be able to do something before it's too late tonight.
Yeah, it'd be good to review what Cyray says. That might be
Definitely.
a good.
Definitely. So I'm not going to be doing my normal time frame today. It'll be later on after because Lana's going to do what she called a pregame before the custody queens, and then they're going to do their live. So I'll be after all that early this evening, probably.
Yep, I'll come on with you to debrief because I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to say about that.
Sounds like a plan.
I can't wait. All right, thank you so much, Dago. I
Thank you.
appreciate you always coming up here and
always grateful to be here.
being able to talk to you. And thank you, everybody who joined us today. I see so many new names in the chat. Welcome, welcome. If I didn't get to say hello to you individually, make sure 4 p.m. Eastern time, you're checking out Cyray's interview on the custody queens. We all have some homework today to, if you want to look into the Gabe Miller, the DK initials, Lana Miller, those things from Report 77. Katrina Rose, is that the name of your channel? Do you have a channel? You can drop the link. She's keeps putting information in there about.
Okay, that's what I thought. I misunderstood what she said. That Becker's report proved it wasn't in Elantra. So yeah, I agree with her on that.
Oh, that there was never an Elantra. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Got you.
I guess probably Kiss Me. I'm definitely going to do a debriefing on it, and depending on what goes on there, for sure. So, amongst other things.
Yeah.
Sounds like the plan. So,
all right. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and everybody in the chat, have a great day.
You all have a great one. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys later.
See you later. Yeah, I'll see you guys over in the Custody Queens chat later. But thank you for all your input today, you guys, and for all the generous donations. I appreciate it so much. I'm trying to raise $217 for an interview with Maddie's ex-boyfriend. So if you are able, I do have PayPal and Venmo linked on my the homepage up there. But we're going to get that no matter what. So you're going to call your channel Frozen Shock Phase. Thanks, mods, for being in here and helping me out with all you do. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I have one little like quirky, fun, true crime thing lined up for tomorrow to prove a point. We're going to prove a point about what they tested in this crime. So hopefully you can join me back tomorrow. And thank you, Perfectly Broken, a donation. I will use that towards the records request for sure. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody.
I appreciate you.
Okay. All right, guys. Clocking out for now, and I will see you later in these YouTube streets. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching, hope you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. Subscribe, it's free and keeps us going strong. You're part of the crew now, right where you belong. Join us next time, same truth, same fire. We bring the heat and never tire. We're typically unique and proud to be a husband and wife in podcast harmony. Happy unique, yeah, that's you and me. Don't forget to like and hit subscribe, it's free. Come back again, we'll be right here with truth and laughs and zero fear. We don't always agree, but that's the show. One love, two minds, letting it flow. We dig deep with crack jokes, we called it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. We don't always agree, but that's the show. One love, two minds, letting it flow. We dig deep with crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. We don't always agree, but you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. We dig deep with crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. Thanks for watching, hope you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. It's free, it keeps us going strong. You're part of the crew, now right where you belong. Join us next time, same truth, same fire. We bring the heat and never tire. We're typically unique and proud to be a husband and wife and proud to be a husband and wife in podcast harmony. Yeah, that's you and me, that's you and me. Don't forget to like, hit subscribe, it's free. Come back again, we'll be right here with truth and laughs and zero fear.